Okay, so last time, it looked like the Neofeudals had won. They took control of the Garden of Forking Paths, and Princess Sarah Walton Gates, the neoliberal centrist princess, she sat on the throne and took control. However, then I'm not entirely sure what happened. I think the Venuran technology just, reversed the polarity or something. I suppose we'll find out. And overwhelmed it, because Princess Sarah Walton burned to death and died. Princess Sybil was imprisoned, but then we managed to escape, and now we're in control of Fluke Skywalker. And we need to, I think, do one last thing to, sabotage the Neo-Feudals' plans and save the future from capitalism. Hold on. I updated the street category, right? I did. Nice. Considering they taste pretty alright, yeah. That seems like a pretty good deal. Alcohol is arguably the most lethal drug out there. I mean, exactly, Maracas. Yeah, how many people die from alcohol, abuse? But that's not only legal, it's completely socially acceptable. And it's integrated into, all of our social events and our culture and history. I'm gonna get some sleep. Okay, good night, Achiza. Thanks for hanging out, man. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure what we're supposed to be doing as Fluke. I guess figuring out some way to help Sybil. First, though, let me just inspect everything in this room to get some flavor text, maybe. Wow, only super important and famous people get pictures of themselves, right? You gotta have skibbity riz. I better practice mewing my jawline in case I rescue an ex-princess. In case I rescue ex-princess / Commander Sybil. Defeat these evil guys and get a giant painting of myself. No! Fluke started looks maxing! I was gonna say, it's not acceptable, it's encouraged. Being social, man. Yeah, exactly, Nemi, yeah. If I become an important, goated leader, I would give away more money and stuff to people, though. Hoarding is high-key cringe. I love the Zoomer speak. Okay, that chandelier must be worth as much as an entire Zuckerberg Zep yacht. Whoa, a real throne. It must be made of solid 24-karat gold. If you sit on that, you're in charge of everything, because your biological parents had special royal private parts, which makes you extra special, smart, and good at running things. Or you buy the government with tons of money. So is the Clinton Bush patriarch a clone, or do we not know that yet? No, he's a digital intelligence Maracas. He's I don't even think he has a physical body. Or if he does, they cloned it for him and put his digital consciousness in it. But we saw him disappear like a hologram earlier in the story, so I don't know exactly. Maybe he brought himself back to life and put himself in a new body. I guess that's true. That's more Gen Alpha speak. Ornate windows. Sadly, I'm not puke sky vomiter, so I can't flap my wings and fly up there. I'll need to find another way out. An arched entryway / exit. I might be able to leave this way, but it's guarded. These must be the royal guards, like them white cloak knights who defend princesses in throne games, except they're black suit agents. They gotta be tough. Commander Sybil said one of these guards was loyal to her. There's a way to tell which, but I can't remember exactly what it was. The color of his mouthpiece is the color of our army? No, that can't be it. His hairpiece? Maybe it was earpiece? The harm to yourself and others through alcohol is like triple than if you stayed and got fucked up on perks or something. Yeah. Lots of super expensive looking food. Crabsters, shell pinchies, fruits, and gold leaf cakes. Hey, the seal fin stewing in that bisque looks related to me, though. If I stick around here too long, I'll get my bodily fluids sucked out and served up in one of them gaudy chalices. Dragon, super cool. I always wanted to ride a dragon, but they're only for Neofeudal royalty to ride and incinerate peasant uprisings and burn workers' strikings in hype-tech factories. Alright, how do I figure out which one has, like, a different colored earpiece? Hold on, can I interact with anything?
You know, I spent so much time playing down my fins and blue skin, aspiring to be a laser sword fighting starship pilot for Uncle Sam, but in the end, it was my gills, flippers, and antifreeze blood that really helped tip the scales. Who'd have thunk it?
Hell yeah. The oldest Zuma's a 29 shark. I know, I keep I know. I sometimes forget that. I do the old person thing of just saying Zuma when I mean young person. That's a fair point. Although, like at least I'm not as bad as some. I need to get better at being more specific with that. Because I know people who are my age who refer to, like, Zoomers, or I guess Gen Alpha, as millennials. And I'm like, what do you mean? They're not millennials! You are! We're the same age! We say boomer for plenty of generations. Yeah, well, I mean, people have started using boomer as just a term for out-of-touch old person. I guess just because boomers have become so associated with that. I can't brunch at the Big Shot buffet now. I don't think any of the banquet items will help me escape either. The paintings might be worth millions, but I can't do shadowed run heists for selfish gains. We gotta Sankara run the Uber looters for the good of all. What do I do here? That big fancy chair won't help me escape. Boomer is almost like a state of mind now. Doing old people stuff is boomer. Exactly. Like Shark's wallpaper on his... I actually have a wallpaper now. It's the image... It's some art that Jam did of me as Shinji sitting on the chair from the final episode, from Evangelion. You know the one. When Shinji's got his head in his hands and he's like sitting in the cut chair. Knight? Oh, I missed that. That armor's lit. One day when I grow up, I'll be a knight in shining armor, riding a horse, slaying monsters, and marrying a princess. Or maybe just ride a horse and marry a slaying baddie communist like Commander Civil. Based. Hell yeah. What do I do here? Can I interact with the armor? No. Alright, what if I go talk to one of them?
Hey, Mr. Man in Black. Can you help me out?
What? You're not authorized to be here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck. Try again. My wallpaper used to be your model's head on Fat Joe's body. I remember that image. It was pretty fucking hilarious. Okay, let's try the other one.
Hey, Mr. Man in Black, can you help me out?
What? You're not authorized to be here.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Okay, it must be one of these guys. You know what'd be another good wallpaper too? That edit of me is Ice Cube from War of the Worlds. When, the image of the hacker guy morphs into Ice Cube with his face under the hoodie, and it says, join the resistance under it. I forget who did that edit, but someone made, I think it might have been Shiza, made an edit of me as Ice Cube in that. That was a pretty good background. I think Chainsmoking Cat will have the worst fans, though. People are gonna romanticize her being a fucking loser and want to be just like, oh yeah, no. Like with that Jimamoto Psycho movie, Nemi, it's essentially like new female personality DLC. It's the kind of thing that the worst women you know are gonna look at and go, oh my god, she's just like me, for real, and then try and pattern themselves off it. Definitely, yeah. Like, the trashiest women you know are gonna take to this shit like it's a religion.
Hey, Mr. Man in Black, can you help me out?
What? You're not authorized to be here.
Uh-oh.
God damn it. Which one of these fuckers is it?
Hey, Mr. Man in Black, can you help me out?
What? You're not authorized to be here.
Am I gonna have to guess every single one? A Chainsmoking Cat does sound pretty cool to me. You should check out the anime then, Teo. It just started airing. Everybody seems to like it.
Hey, Mr. Man in Black, can you help me out?
What? You're not authorized to be here.
Uh-oh.
I'm assuming it's not one of these guys, and there's actually something in the puzzle that I have to do, but I just want to make sure. Oh, wait, fuck, did I already try you? No,
Hey,
no, I
Mr.
did.
Man in Black, can you help me out?
Who goes there? You're not authorized to be here.
I must have took a wrong turn on my way to the moon.
Oh, wait, maybe this is him.
You're coming with me.
Oh.
I've been waiting for you.
You're one of Commander Sybil's undercover guys?
Yes, I am Che, formerly King's Guard, Agent 918366C, till I was unplugged by Sybil when these floating cities still hovered over Earth. I then became the first member of the Egalite Cooperative.
Hell yeah! I'd actually be so much more interested in Luke Skywalker if it was an alien like this guy instead of just a regular blonde dude. This is the chart I was thinking of. What's this? MDA comparison of drug and alcohol harms in the UK. Yeah, alcohol by far does the most societal damage. And I say that as somebody who loves alcohol.
Whoa, you've been guarding this palace for over a century? You don't look a day over 35.
Our synthetic bodies have telomeric augmentation, which freezes the cellular aging process, making us technically immortal.
Amazing, so you live forever, like the crown and gold cufflink wearers?
While we do not suffer senescence or mitotic decline, no somatic entity or consciousness has been shown to escape entropy indefinitely. Our bodies and minds gradually degrade, and we have only one. The neo-feudal elite have entire warehouses of clones.
So they're actually immortal?
Their synaptic and neuronal constellations proceed from one body to the next, but even these post-human rulers are not who they once were. Cells which multiply indefinitely, reproductive cells, bone marrow, are effectively immortal. But this uncontrolled replication in the skin, the brain, sinew, It results in overconsumption of resources, the ruinous, endless growth known as cancer, and finally, self-destruction. It seems that the individual desire for everlasting life and the uncontrolled replication of dominion, such as the Eutropians, result in the same self-termination at a civilizational scale.
Huh. Well, I'd like to at least live past 18 and get my own aquarium.
It's a very good
house.
point. It feels like Western civilization is in, like, the midst, is, like, become a basic, like, suicide cult at this point. And it's in large part to the fact that baby boomers can't reckon with the fact that they're gonna die soon. I've heard Chainsmokers Cat was not that well received in Japan, where a lot of anime fans found it too gross. Really? Huh. Well, it feels like something that might be geared more towards Western sensibilities. Because you love alcohol, Shark, you're a Scotsman, whiskey runs in your veins. The funny thing is, I don't actually like whiskey that much. I don't dislike whiskey, but it would... I prefer other alcohols over it. I've heard people with this bit of info, like, that alcohol is legal and LSD is illegal, so it's worse. Yeah. Well, I mean, people just unquestionably accept that without knowing anything about the drugs because they're just like, well, but the societal messaging told me it was scary and bad.
Whoa. You've been guarding this palace for over a century? You don't look a day over 35.
Our synthetic bodies have telomeric augmentation.
Oh, wait, I already
freezes
clicked on
the-
this. My
Amazing.
bad.
So, huh.
Hold on, I need to do something in OBS. Alright, okay, looks like we figured out the puzzle. The vast majority of all illegal drug use is done safely and without issue. Exactly, Teo, yeah.
How do you guys stand there so long without taking a bathroom break?
Our model is upgraded with complete metabolic recycling. No urine or bladders.
That'd come in handy when streaming the Revolutioners TV show. I hate pausing to pee.
I like rum for flavor, vodka for cheapness. I like tequila, I guess, the most. And then gin is just like something that I can have, I can drink whenever I want, you know. Like I'm always in the mood for more gin. You know, I like, you know, a nice, gin martini. Or a Negroni. You know, I love a Bloody Mary or a Michelada. There's a lot of cocktails I like. Tequila's good, but I only like the fancy shit. That's good for sipping. Yeah, that's fair. I've never been a big rum guy, but, like, good rum is pretty nice. Gin tastes like what I imagine Windex tastes like. Yeah, gin is very polarizing. I'm definitely more of a gin guy than I am a vodka guy. I'm not terribly fond of vodka. I don't hate vodka, but like I'm like gin all day over vodka, please. What are your thoughts on rum? Rum is fine. Good rum is nice. There's a lot of cheap, shitty rum in Australia. So I think I unconsciously associate it with lower class kind of louts. Like a Bundy and Coke is a pretty common premix drink in Australia. Where Bundy is a Bundaberg rum. I've talked about this before. Australia has a famous rum brand called Bundaberg rum that has the logo of a polar bear for some reason. Like, I do not know why there are no polar bears in Australia, nor in any of the places that rum is famous for being made in. I've never really understood. According to Chad, Bundy drinkers beat their wives. Oh, I mean, very much so, Nemi. Like, the stereotype is that people who drink Bundy are, like, violent, lower-class bogans. They're the kind of people who will buy the cheapest, shittiest alcohol available, because for them, like, alcohol is just a vector to get drunk. They don't care about, like, the taste or anything like that. All they care about is the cheapest, like, cost to drunkenness ratio, basically. So they love Bundaberg rum because it's fucking cheap and it tastes like shit. So I think I have, like, I mean, like I said, I've had good rum before and it's nice, but I'm not, like, terribly fond of bad rum. Or, like, cheap rum. I guess that's kind of like you with tequila, Nemi. Like, I only like the expensive shit. Like, and yeah, Bundaberg and Coke, like, premixes, are probably I would say that's the drink of choice for bogans. Bundy and Coke, because it's really easy to slam down a lot of them. Whiskey's my favorite. No, I'm a tequila guy. Tequila all the way. And gin. So, like, I like rum. It can be nice, and rum is good in cocktails. But, like, there's so much bad, cheap rum in Australia, and it just tastes, like, awful. I'm not a fan. I'm attempting the final boss fight of Delta in Chapter 5 while watching. Not sure if that'll be effective, but I'm not doing worse than before so far. Well, good luck, Panda. Good luck. But yeah, I like rum just fine. I forget. What's in a mojito again? Is that rum? I like a nice mojito. Is that rum? Gin is great. I love the botanical taste. It's so unique. Yeah. My thoughts on tequila mirror your rum takes. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Good tequila is probably my favorite liquor. Yeah, no, a good tequila tastes so fucking good. I love it. It tastes so smoky and full-bodied. Yeah. No, there's something about it, like the punch that it has, just like it appeals to my flavor profile, I guess, my palate, in a way that no other hard alcohol does. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, I mean, I like cheap tequila too, you know. I still enjoy, like, get some lime and salt and just slam that shit down. Like, tastes good. You don't need that with really good tequila, but, like, I'm doing cheap, shitty tequila shots with salt and lemon is fun. Or salt and lime. With your love of tequila and BBWs, it really does sound like you're spiritually a Texas Mexican. Is that a stereotype that Mexicans like BBWs or Texans? Shark's gonna move to El Paso. God. That's like a San Antonio specific thing. Oh, okay. Right, okay. God. Yeah, I mean, the thought has occurred to me.
Can you help me out? We at Red Star, I think it's your egalite thingy. We have a plan to take down the Eutropian Empire for good.
Yes, Comrade Sybil said you would return. I and my brother, Luther, have served here in the Fulcrum for 120 years, awaiting this moment.
Nice! Mexicans get pretty chunky, and Texas is one of the fattest states.
Potential security threat. I'll maintain the ballroom watch. What? I was scheduled here for the duration. I wasn't notified because the higher-ups are preoccupied on the planet's surface. It was called in just before.
I mean, I don't know if I'd move to Texas
This
just
is
for the
highly
BBWs.
So is the entire top brass's terrestrial visit, with half the armada. Our enemies are likely planning to exploit this weakness. Very well.
Then again, I don't know. Something I have complained about before is that one part that does suck about being Australian is how limited my dating prospects are in
You
some
don't have
ways.
Much time. Quickly, exit this way.
Hey, thanks a lot. Che?
Like, it would be fine if I
Viva
was
la
normal. Viva la revolution, brother. It would be fine if I was normal. But the fact that I love, like, larger women, it does put me at a kind of distinct disadvantage here. Because it's like, not that there's any shortage of fat people in Australia, but, like, I've never gotten to date someone who shares my kink, right? And probably a big part of that is the fact that, well, it's relatively rare. It's probably one of the more common fetishes, I would say, along with, like, feet, for instance. But still, it's not like the average person is going to have it. So already, like, if I want that, I've got a very limited dating pool, right? The population of my country is, like, 25 million people, give or take. The population of California is 30 million people. I would have better odds of finding someone who shares my kink if I lived in California than if I were to expand my dating search to the entirety of my country put together, you know? You probably don't know this, but from observation, the majority of fat fetishists are in, like, America and Europe for the most part, and there's some in Asia too. There's not really very many Aussies on there. There's some, but, like, we're a very small minority. So that does suck sometimes. You know, again, I could just date a fat woman, of course, but, like, if I want to date someone who shares my kink, that is actually very hard for me to do. Whereas if you're in America, like, dating someone from a couple of states over and doing a long-distance relationship that way is way less work and, like, effort than if I was doing this with someone from a different fucking country. But if I want to find a partner like that, that might be something I have to consider doing. You know, have a long-distance relationship with someone from another country until they can come here. And it's just, like, it's such a head. Not that there's anything wrong with long-distance relationships, plenty of people aren't able to make it work and stuff, of course. But just, like, I mean, I've been in a long-distance relationship before. It's annoying. That's part of the reason I moved to Melbourne, was so we could live together and stop having to do the long-distance thing. It sucks that I just have to fucking eat that. Why not take a flight to a Polynesian island, literally the largest women in the world? Well, again, Marek, that's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily about, like, finding a fat person. There are plenty of fat women in Australia. But just, like, if I want someone who shares my kink, like, that's a way bigger ask. Land of Twinkies has fat fetishes. Color me shocked, yeah. Long-distance relationships are hard to sustain. Exactly, Teo. Yeah, you know. Because it's like, this may shock you, chat, but my kink has literally always been a hindrance in every single fucking romantic relationship I've ever had. Whether I'm with a fat woman or a skinny woman, because again, as I mentioned before, most of my girlfriends I've dated because of their personality. Some were just, like, skinny and conventionally attractive and in shape. My last long-term partner literally was like a marathon runner. But I've also dated a bunch of fat women too. But the point is, it's always fucking negative, okay? It doesn't matter if they're fat or skinny. They always take it as some kind of referendum on their own body image. Like, they either think, oh, that means that he thinks I'm fat, I must look fat, or that, like, I want to fatten them up, you know, against their will somehow. Or if they are fat, then this, like, immediately activates their fucking insecurities about how they look. And it's just, like, an annoying fucking headache every time. Like, it's always like, all right, well, time to tell them about this. This is gonna go down swimmingly, I'm sure. You know. Move to Nam for the fat ass SJW blue head women. Many such cases. Yeah. No, look, everybody's gonna fucking hang up over it. Even women who are fat and are into the body positivity thing are like, I'm offended that you're exclusively sexually attracted to, like, my body type. How gross of my romantic partner to be attracted to me. I'm so upset about that. I'm just like, what do you even want? Would you prefer that I thought you were, like, unfuckable? Let me tell you, chat, I'm the most punished minority in the world. Nobody has it harder than me. A straight white guy. Nobody has it harder than me. This might be one of those fetishes that's better for more casual relationships. But what if I want a long-term partner, though, Maracas? I mean, I guess it is good for casual relationships in that, like, it is way easier to like fuck fat women than skinny women. Certainly, I'll give you that. But also, like, I've never had any trouble attracting skinny women either. Like, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's an asset in that regard. Shark lives matter, yeah. No, I'm so oppressed. I'm so oppressed. There's dozens of us, dozens. I'm the most persecuted minority. I still remember Hooker Johnny telling me BBW sex workers charge like 3 times more than thinner ones. His dream was to feed them cream. Oh yeah, because it's like a more of a niche thing. It's more of a niche thing. You gotta bunker down and find your eater queen. Yeah. Like I said, it's like... I'm not even... I don't even need, like, oh, they have to be, like, fine with me fattening them up or something. I would be perfectly happy with just, like a larger woman who, when she finds out that's what I'm into, just goes, haha, that's funny. How weird. That's funny. Okay, well... I guess I don't have to worry if I gain weight ever that you're not going to find me. Like, I don't even need them to play along with my kink or anything. I just would love to be in a relationship where I'm not made to feel like a weird freak because of that. That would be cool. It's kind of crazy to be a fat woman and then get mad your boyfriend likes fat woman. Like, selection by exactly nasty. Like, obviously, I'm not saying, like, they should be okay with dating people who only see them as a sex object and nothing else. But it's like, I was romantically involved with these women and liked them for who they were, their personality. Like, like I said, I date skinny, conventionally attractive women sometimes because I like their personality, you know? It's very funny that you're basically Sultan Ibrahim the Mad and a never-ending quest for a BBW queen. I know. It's my quixotic quest that I must achieve. I am the man from Le Sharkma. Shark, would you meet that street interview woman who asked men if men like tortoise, and he'd grab the microphone and go on a tangent about how much he loves tortoise? I mean, well, based if I did that. What's wrong with that? God forbid a man appreciate a little Mexican culture. Alright, is he just like following me now? Do I talk to him again?
Hey, Mr.
Oh
Man
no,
in
this is
Black.
the thing we already did. Alright.
I've been waiting for you.
You're one of
Yeah,
Okay, this is like a whole thing we did. Wait, what? What just happened? Okay, hold on, let me talk to this guy. Oh, I can see the little red on his earpiece. That's really hard to
Hey,
see.
Mr. Man in Black.
Alright. Yeah, God forbid a shark boy get a little
I've
motion.
been waiting for you.
God forbid
You're
a
one of
shark
Commander
boy
Sybil's
speak a little
undercover guys?
Spanish.
Yeah,
Can you help me out? We at Red Star, I think it's your egalite.
Alright, we
yes,
heard all this
Comrade
before.
Sybil said you would return. I and my brother, Luther, have served here in the Fulcrum for 120 years. Agent, you are needed in warehousing. A potential security threat. What? I was scheduled
All right,
because the
blah, blah,
higher
blah,
up-
blah, blah.
So is the entire. Very well. You don't have much time. Quickly, exit this way.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Oh, I was just supposed to like
Jay?
walk out of the room.
Vive la revolution.
Does that say? Okay, there we go. Ooh, okay, we're back out here. Alright, what am I supposed to be doing now? Oh shit!
Unauthorized common folk detected in the oil garden.
Oh no! Sorry, I'm just a common codfish and no holy mackerel, giant garden guns. Don't shoot me like a fish in a barrel, please! Okay, bye-bye now! Agent Che, we need to do something about those big guns outside.
The hedge maze autocannons can only be controlled from the Great Hall of Central Intelligence. It is located in the Fulcrum's lower levels.
Okay, well, I guess we gotta go down there.
You must take the elevator beneath the Sun Throne. Come with me.
I'm basically this guy's dominatrix, and he always talks about how fat I am, and it's just like, sure, man, it's fine. I don't give a fuck.
Not work. The Neofeudal Council must have changed the access codes. Without the presence of a duke /
That's really
executive
funny.
or higher ranking, we're barred from entry.
Oh no. Well, there's gotta be some other way.
It sounds like he's repressing some architect desires there.
Commander Sybil was taken to the Fulcrum holding cells below.
Of course. The commander said she had a nifty
I guess it's
escape
different when you aren't a guy's
She's
dominatrix.
managed
Yeah.
to break out. She may be able to reach.
I guess
the
you have all the
GHCI.
power in that situation.
Our comrade is indeed free. I've relayed the instructions to her.
The Neofeudal Council have split their forces between the Stratoplex and the surface. The Divide and Conquerors will get a taste of their own medicine. Now is Red Star's chance to strike. I've got to get up to the Great Hall of Central Intelligence to disable the courtyard's autoguns. I better hurry up there before some... Okay, we're playing as Sybil again. Okay, yeah, we looked at all this last time. Quickly, Sybil, to the elevator. Oh, wait, shit. Maybe I should have, like, looked at... Is that where we are now? G2? Okay, right. These levels contain the ultimate technology at one point, until it was sabotaged by Princess Sarah Gates Walton, who mysteriously disappeared. We never did figure out how exactly the garden vanished, or who exactly relocated it. Hold on, I want to see if I can, like, look at any of the people in these cells. I can't manage a prison break right now. I've got... Okay, no, we can't do that. I wonder if there's any other Easter eggs or anything in here. Hold on, let me... looks like we're locked in the platform now. That's okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to look at. Alright, what floor do we have to go to? That's the floor I just came from. I don't need to go there. I want to see what all the different options say when I try to do it. Oh, there we go. Okay, these just take you part way up. What floor am I on? Can you just die here? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm up here. Oh. A map of the galaxy covered with checkboxes labeled invade, coup, overthrow, by government, and such. Most of the worlds are unchecked and crossed out, illustrating the masters of the universe losing their mastery. This is a computer, but it's not very central to this intelligence center. I should keep looking. Can I go elsewhere? Oh, can I go over to there? No. Maybe it's there, though, on the other side. Or are there other machines? Okay, what about this one? Oh my gosh, I like totally don't know what I'm doing on computers. It's been so long since I socialized on AOL Instant Messenger and made fuchsia neon green fonts in my MySpace days. This would be a cakewalk for lit, though. Okay, there we go.
Jeez, this thing is still running Windows 98? There's even an ancient screen grab of Tobey Maguire from the 2002 Spider-Man as desktop wallpaper.
That's hilarious.
What a bunch of cheapskates.
Bully Maguire himself.
Maybe if I install this CrowdStrike antivirus software that caused a Y2K meltdown on Earth, and I double-click on this one weird trick to enlarge your penis while receiving 1.5 million from my Nigerian prince email.
Brilliant plan, Sybil. My queen. A flurry of errors suddenly pop up, covering Tobey Maguire's face. CP usage goes to 5,000%. Microsoft Clippy screams in pixelated cartoon horror before being devoured by a giant blue screen of death. And the GHCI supercomputer suddenly becomes less useful than a central intelligence abacus. Hell yeah! Viva la revolution!
Well, that did something. Fluke, the autocannon should be down. Send a signal to the Red Star Coalition now, before the machine restarts.
Roger that, Commander Sybil.
Now's my chance. Okay, what am I meant to be doing with Fluke now, though? I can interact with the fountain. I can look at it. Or not. Okay, what else is there to look at? Oh, wait, maybe I use the phone? No, that doesn't work. Okay, what can I interact with out here? Huh. What can we do now? Because all we have is it's the musical John Dipshit. I love that. Who's that, Ikak? Is that a character you've created? John Dipshit? What do we do here? Where can I walk with flute? Can you call other things? I don't seem to be able to interact with that and make it do anything. Can't go around the back there. What about if I go over here? No, can't go any further there. Hold on, let me go back inside and talk to the guy again. Oh, can I not even do that? I actually can't. Alright, what am I supposed to be doing here? Oh, I call Planet Eden. Okay, there we go. That's the signal. Crossing my flippers, it was received. Hell yeah, the Chrome Panthers are here, baby.
Fellow Utopians, this is the fight of our lives and our life cycles. It's a fight to redeem ourselves and millennia of wrongs against the galaxy, against all sentience. It's a fight for our very souls and for our future. The cost will be great, but the reward, immeasurable. Games of Thrones, contests of currency, wars of systems, the final feud to overturn the chessboard and all empire begins now.
It's time to spit roast these Imperial pigs for good. Babylon is going down. Revolution time, biznatches.
Fuck yeah!
Let's hack this Versailles.
Hack the planet.
To terminate neo-feudalism.
Here the Neofeudals come.
They're trying to take the Stratoplex. Deploy all remaining forces now. The napalm, the nukes, the COVID 619, the Buffalo Killers, Agent Orange, launch it all. Blow them North Korean, Iranian sky high.
North Korean
annihilate them with
Iranians.
antimatter, mow them with daisy cutters, or fire the damn photon torpedoes, we'll wipe out all our remaining resources and capital, delete our backups, decapitate our capital, brain drain our central intelligence agency, and clear the Mordor cloud that keeps our Andersons matrixed. We'll lose ipso facto.
Right. So send in the ground forces and intercept any enemy flyers.
Oh shit.
Let's pop a cap in this motherfucking empire.
Oh no, the central computer must have rebooted, allowing the autocannons to activate. We'll be in deep trouble against that firepower. We gotta do something. Okay. Lift, hack it.
Pick on some cannon your own size.
Fuck yeah!
We need Blackhawks down. I repeat, Blackhawks down. Kissinger, damn it!
Walker, if you start an aerial bombardment, you're risking all of our...
Warren, I'm the general. Pentagon primo. Let me defend Olympus my way, or I'll blow us all to hell right now.
We gotta do something about the incoming enemy air force or we're finished. Fuck. Can we use Herb, the Venuran's powers? Shit. Fuck. No! Oh wait, I gotta do this again? Okay. Damn it, I just got to one phase further, only to lose shortly afterwards because the dashing stuff is more difficult than the usual bullet patterns.
Pick on some cannon your own size.
I don't know what you mean by that, Panda. I haven't gotten to the final boss yet. Alright, maybe this.
We need black.
Okay, what about you?
Proto, send in the Red Fleet against the White Army.
Okay, there we
now.
go. Jolly Roger that. The RSF be in the wings with the pirated starships, swooping in now.
That's what I'm trying to be. Yeah, no, I know you're trying. I just don't know what you mean by that, because I don't know what the mechanics of the final boss is yet.
Yo, we blackbearded all the Star Devastators y'all crownies sent planetside for that pitiful fool's errand. While y'all was copiumorn for the big stash, Neofeuding over the mega throne, we yanked your Yankee armada. Yo ho ho honkies, I's the motherflacking captain now.
What was that degenerate metal
I am the
street rat
honky
doing
now.
With my blasted Star Devastators, MacArthur, damn it!
General Jackass, the ghetto street, coming to your blinging tower to teach your incompetent, nuke-slanging, strange love-ass empire a red lesson you ain't never learned. Getting beat in Yeden's Red Sea, smashed in Earth's Red Sea, owned in Vietnam, and smacked down by Russia and China in World War III, then kicked out of Earth. Red Star Communist Coalition attack!
Fuck yeah! The Red Fleet is going toe-to-toe with the Red Army, holding their own. Nice. I mean, I misread that. Whoops. Alright,
If we could deprogram the Matrixed agents and Nostromos, turn them to our side of the ledger, we could end this before any more blood and oil is spilled. Liz?
My Countess Zero Cool root hack has been uprooted. Our only hope is to shade run the Silver Spook disk to the Central Intelligence Hall.
But the only way down is inside the Fulcrum Palace's Great Hall. We'd be mowed down instantly.
What about the maintenance port?
That sucker is crawling with neutral troops.
oh, well, I was gonna say, it's Star Wars reference. We gotta find a way downstairs soon. Can Fluke do it? Shit. What do I even click on for that?
Hey, inside the pool, under all the gold coins, it looks like there's a tube wide enough for me to fit through.
Okay, that's it!
Do you think I could,
Yes!
Mario my way through the plumbing to the underlevels?
Of course. According to my stolen blueprints of the star station, the Ceres fountains at the entrance do connect to Area 52 downstairs.
But someone's gotta, open the grate. It's bolted down and I don't have a big enough can opener on me.
Could Nostromo do it?
I can blow that water gate wide open.
Yes,
for you,
use
Fruit.
your psychic
Stand
powers,
back.
Nostromo! Or just blow it up.
Great shot, Nostromo.
You're all clear, kiddo. Now, shove our secret weapon down this gilded Deathly Star's throat and let's give the Heart of Darkness a heart attack.
Fountain's open. Now's our chance. Go, Fluke.
Okay,
Save
I'm
the
going in.
universe from capitalism. Oh, fuck. Jesus
You ain't
Christ.
coming in through the back door, you sneaky little fudge-packing pinko.
Walker, you psychotic bastard!
You ran away, derelicted your duty again. You're no son of mine. You owe me a death, you weak little degenerate commie shit stain.
Oh, ouch! I think even my omega-3 fatty acids felt that burn.
Fluke! Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just a little banged up from the fall. I can't get through with that killer copter there, though.
We gotta take out the copter. What do we do now? General Coke Jobs overthrowers guarding the fountain. We have to do something. Use your power, your Veneran powers.
Grandchildren, I will call on Grandfather Time to relax the angry lead wasps, the way we once slowed our suns to avoid supernova collision.
Die, you son of a...
He's stuck in time!
Now, young finned relative, I cannot slow time's spiral forever.
Quickly, Fluke!
Fluke, up here. Take the elevator on the left.
Quickly, Fluke! We have to destroy the Death Star! This is awesome. I love that we have to use like all of our powers combined to triumph. Everybody has a role to play. Quickly, Fluke! Do I talk to Sybil? What do I do? Maybe I just move forward. There we go.
Commander Sybil, I've got the secret weapon right here.
Amazing job, Fluke. Quickly, give me the Silver Spook disc.
Silver Spook Games are gonna defeat capitalism once and for all. I love it. That's so great. You gonna do it now, Sybil? Oh, okay. Activate the machine.
Oh, geez, this thing is still running Windows 98? There's even an ancient screen grab of Tobey Maguire from the 2002 Spider-Man as desktop wallpaper. What a bunch of cheapskates.
Isn't this the same dialogue from before? That's fine.
Maybe if I install this...
No, that's the same thing as before. Did I have to put a different thing in? Ooh, did I fuck up?
Well, that did something.
That was the same dialogue, yeah.
Fluke, the autocannon should
Okay,
be
no,
down.
that wasn't what I was
Send
supposed
a
to
signal
do.
the red...
Roger that, Commander Sybil.
Now, god damn it! Oh, it reset me! Fuck. Okay. That's fine. We know what to do. I'll just click through all of it to get back to where we were before. We'll have to let him know about that. Yes. If Silver Spook raids me later, I will mention that to him, because that's probably something that could be patched, like for this in a Steam update. The frozen in time effect is still there. And then one of the cannons is still, like, broken. Oh, everything's gotten a bit out of whack. Okay, it's fine. We'll power through it.
Fellow Eutropians, this is the fight of our lives and our life cycles.
Right.
Let's
Time.
They're trying to take the Stratoplex. Deploy all remaining forces now. The napalm, the nukes, the COVID-619, the Buffalo Killer.
Walk.
All right.
Let's pop a cap in this motherfucking empire.
Okay, we're back. We don't need to do that again? What? Okay, oh, I was supposed to use this. Right. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, fuck. Hold on. We don't need to... Uh-oh. Hold on, can I just send Fluke in? The game just crashed. The game just crashed. I broke it. Fuck. Shit. Okay. We're definitely gonna, yeah, we'll definitely need to, I'm dumb. I clicked, so what happened was, like, we got into the technological center there. There was a disc that I had to upload. However, when I was playing, because I was playing as Sybil, I clicked on the console thinking that would just do it, not realizing that the disc was like a physical thing in my inventory that I needed to equip. And so that ended up triggering the start of, like, the previous sequence, which made the whole thing just, like, yeah, I guess too many, like, errors started piling up because of the overlap from, like, the leftover scene, because that wasn't supposed to happen. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I'll speed run this. We know what to do now. Okay. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Man in Black.
Ooh. You're. I've been.
Hey, Silver Spook! Thank you for the raid. Speaking of, yeah, good timing. Good timing. Due to my dumb decisions, I made the game crash during the final action sequence, Silver Spook. Close to the end. Yeah. So we were already past this point. We were in the middle of the big shootout with the Neofeudal forces. I had gotten up to the point where you send Fluke down the fountain into the prison area where Sybil is, and then stupidly, instead of taking the Silver Spook floppy disk and, like, from the inventory and using that on the console, I just clicked interact, like the little interact option on the console, and that caused the game to, like, re-trigger the previous sequence where Sybil hacks the guns in the courtyard to turn them off so Fluke could come out. Which then ended up, like, you should check my VOD so you can see. A few weird things happened, like some effects from the gunfight was still on screen, even though the shootout wasn't happening yet. And then eventually, the game just crashed. Like, having the two scenes kind of overlaid on each other unintentionally, like, just caused the game to just completely crash then. Thanks for letting me know about that. Might have fixed that between the Steam. Okay, yeah. Check out the VOD, because, yeah, like, literally right before you raided me, I accidentally did that. And, we were like, okay, we definitely gotta mention this to Silver Spook. That, like, if it's gonna make the game crash, that's something you'll definitely want to know about. That's right. Yeah, no, I may have fucked up literally the last decision that you have to make. Because I didn't realize the Silver Spook floppy disk was like a thing that was physically in my inventory. Alright, let me just skip over all this since we already saw all of this.
Agent, you are needed in warehousing. You don't have much time. Quickly, exit this way.
Hey, thanks a lot. Che?
Vive la revolution.
I'll give you a shout out though. But yeah, no, I figured that was pretty much right at the end. I just stupidly clicked on the console. Ended up crashing the whole game. God. Oh, whoops. Fuck. Included the colon. side. This is why Shark should be the playtester. Yeah, so we did all this.
Unauthorized common folk detected.
Alright. Yeah, it was interesting. When the shootout triggered, like, again, I couldn't use Lith to hack the guns anymore to deactivate them because the game already considered them, like, deactivated already. So we were kind of soft locked. Although then the game just crashed.
The hedge maze auto.
Alright.
It's not working. The Neo-Feudal Council must have changed. Commander Sybil was. Our comrade is indeed free. I've relayed the instructions to her.
But yeah, this may be something you've already addressed in the Steam release of the game. But I just thought it was worth bringing up since I think it was the first time the game has crashed while I've been playing it. We've had the odd glitch here and there, but like, yeah, that was the first time it hard crashed. Yeah, and I just did it by accidentally clicking on the machine, like clicking interact on the machine here. The second time you're back in the underground prison with Sybil and Fluke. When I was supposed to use the floppy disk on it. And so then it triggered this sequence again, where you like short out the prison.
Well, that did something. Fluke.
And kind of got layered on top of the next scene. Because then it just skipped straight to the, you know, it was the gunfight again. Alright. Yeah, like it played that sequence in the prison where you shut down the power, but then we were just in the middle of the gunfight, so it cut back to here. And it kind of reset the sequence, but not entirely. The guns were still destroyed, but also I couldn't hack them anymore, and they were still able to shoot and kill us. It was odd. Cool. Planet Eden. Go back to where we were before. I do like how you have to use everybody in the team's abilities for this finale. Like, I was talking about that right before it crashed. That I like that everyone has, like, a part to play in this big climax here.
Fellow...
You have to use, like, all of the members of the team to do something in the gunfight.
They're trying to take the Stratoplex. Deploy all remaining...
Walk.
Alright, we're back.
Let's pop a cap in this motherfucking empire.
Maximum collective liberation necessary. Hell yeah. Alright. Hack them with Lith.
Pick on some cannon your own size.
We need Blackhawks down! I repeat, Blackhawks down! Kissinger, damn it!
Walker, if you start an aerial bombardment, you're risking all of our...
Warren, I'm the general. Pentagon Primo. Let me defend Olympus my way, or I'll blow us all to hell right now!
Alright, then it was... Using
Proto,
J.
send in the Red Fleet against the White Army.
Yeah.
Now.
Jolly Roger that. The RSF be in the wings with the pirated starships, swooping in now. Yo, we blackbearded all the star devastators y'all crownies sent planetside for that pitiful fool's errand. While y'all was copiumorn for the big stash, Neofeuding over the mega throne, we yanked your Yankee armada. Yo ho ho honkies, I's the motherfucking captain now.
I love the Captain
That
Alex.
degenerate metal street
Captain
rat doing
Alex
with
reference.
mind-blasted star devastators, MacArthur, damn it!
General Jackass, the ghetto street, coming to your blingy tower to teach your incompetent, nuke-slanging, strange love-ass empire a red lesson you ain't never learned. Getting beat in Yeden's Red Sea, smashed in Earth's Red Sea, owned in Vietnam, and smacked down by Russia and China in World War III, then kicked out of Earth. Red Star Communist Coalition attack!
Alright, what was next?
If we could deprogram the Matrixed agents and Nostromos, turn them to our side of the ledger, we could end
Okay, we
this before
send
any more
Fluke
blood
in,
and
but then we
oil is
gotta
spilled.
blow a
Liz?
hole with Nostromo.
My Countess Zero Cool root hack has been uprooted. Our only hope is to shade run the Silver Spook disk to the Central Intelligence Hall.
But the only way down is inside the Fulcrum Palace's Great Hall. We'd be mowed
And
down
then use the
instantly.
Venuran abilities to
the maintenance
freeze
part?
time.
That sucker is crawling with neutral troops. No way.
Hey, inside the pool under all the gold coins, it looks like there's a tube wide enough for me to fit through. Do you think I could Mario my way through the plumbing to the underlevels?
Of course. According to my stolen blueprints of the star station, the Ceres fountains at the entrance do connect to Area 52 downstairs.
But someone's gotta open the grate. It's bolted down and I don't have a big enough can opener on me.
Yeah, that was Nostromo.
I can blow that water gate wide open for you, Fluke. Stand back.
Great shot, Nostromo.
You're all clear, kiddo. Now, shove our secret weapon down this gilded deathly star's throat and let's give the heart of darkness a heart attack.
Okay, I'm going in.
But yeah, if you want to see if you can recreate it, we're coming up to the moment where I accidentally triggered it.
You ain't coming in through the back door, you sneaky little fudge-packing pinko.
Walker, you psychotic bastard!
You ran away, derelicted your duty again. You're no son of mine. You owe me a death, you weak little degenerate commie shit stain.
Oh, ouch! I think even my omega-3 fatty acids felt that burn.
Fluke, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Should you
Just a
save
little
just in
banged up
case?
from
I
the
mean, I
fall.
know what to
I
do
can't get
now,
through with that killer
Electrica.
copter there,
As long as
though.
I don't do that again. Alright,
Grandchildren, I will call on Grandfather Time to relax the angry lead wasps, the way we once slowed our suns to avoid supernova collision.
using the... I figured it probably would be. Oh yeah, one of the
Now, young
interesting effects of the glitch was see like these sections here, these like, you know, the smoke from the bullets, like they were still there when the scene reloaded, but the helicopter was gone.
Fluke, up here. Take the elevator on the left.
I just beat the Delta in Chapter 5 boss. Congratulations, Panda. Well done. Yeah, so then we walk up to
Commander Sybil, I've got the secret weapon right here.
Amazing job, Fluke. Quickly, give me the Silver Spook disc.
Alright, good. Sorry, just needed to check a notification on my phone. Yeah, so here's where I fucked up. Instead of using the disc, I just used the interact feature, and I clicked on the machine here. And it triggered the previous sequence to be overlaid and, like, reset the kind of chapter we're in. It was weird. Yeah, you can check my VOD and see. Amazing lifestyle. I love this. All the fucking extra art here. A brand new waifu awaits. Join the Utopian military now. Galactic Union military. Join today. Be the ultimate badass. Discover strange new worlds. Kill natives and steal resources. And install puppet governments. Yeah, cool colonialism, American Death Star. I love all these extra bits. Alright, this is it. There we go. Silver Spook did it!
I'm in. Time to make this spangled server see stars. Roast the Eagle's circuits and down this Olympus for good.
Here goes nothing.
Send everything we've got, the whole kit and caboodle. Fly all the Valkyries. Apocalypse now!
Oh, shit.
Wait, something's wrong with Eagle's Eye. Hold your fire.
Clancy, damn it, where are the damn spooks?
Maybe they ghosted you. Maybe I freaked them out. Either way, there's only one spook haunting your White House now, General.
Wait, I know that face. That old cybersec defector. The ex-CIA thorn in our side that took half our cyber division to root out North San Fran.
Yes, Mr. Man. I was there, EMPing your Robocops, hacking your searcher-destroyer drones, jailbreaking the iPhone-making gulag worker slaves, seeding rooftop gardens, raising world-class warriors, when you were gobbling all of America's real estate to prove yourself to your daddy.
Silver Spook.
Fucking based.
We killed you. A team of specialists had you beheaded in Ameribank City. Took out your team with targeted drone strikes and Motorola bombs.
Well, good news is, you succeeded. Strung me up like Guy Fawkes, piked my head on the Transamerica Pyramid. But bad news is, you failed. You can't kill an idea, a spirit. No matter how many hellfires you drop on me, laser ninjas, bot cops, even if you box in the whole galaxy's brains, there's always a crack, and sooner or later, the street finds the crowbar.
That's a great line.
World-class war was decimated. Embers left to smolder neath your trash Himalayas, hunted in the Coastlandia wastes. But it fought on, past Earth's Neofeudal epoch. When your daughter, Sybil, found me in the wreckage you made of Los Angeles, that was a major crack, buddy.
Wait, you turned Sybil against me? Radicalized my daughter to the red side.
That's a reference to something Silverspook says in Terminus Machina. Oh yeah, the original, the first sort of game that you made. Well, there's always a crack. You just need to apply the crowbar. Oh, that's awesome. That was a callback to that. They're screening V for Vendettas in theaters again this year, I think. That could be fun. I mean, it's hardly the greatest movie, but I've always liked that. You know, the Wachowski sisters did a good job on directing that movie, I felt. Okay, interesting. So that line is a callback to something from, yeah, the original Silverspook adventure. I'll have to give that mod a try someday.
I just gave her an
That would be interesting to play on
push.
stream.
She was already most of the way through the Iron Curtain. You and your ilk did all the convincing.
I liked
really.
it, yeah.
By the way, Sybil and I are also a thing. A match made in activism.
I mean, it's cheesy at times.
A liberation ship.
It's fun.
If you will. It's customary
It was a very
to
enjoyable
ask
film.
a king for his daughter's hand in marriage. I hear. But Sybil doesn't really go for the whole old school, retro feudal trad wife thing.
You've had a relationship with my daughter this entire time? You, a common street thug punk? But you're just a ghost in the machine, a figment of the imagination. You can't even do.
I love the portrait of him for this.
Hey, most of the ooey gooey stuff happens in the mind. Didn't you ever wonder why birth rates were dropping while Wattpad was super popular with femfolk? When you were collecting all their location and ovulation cycle data through your big tech backdoors? Straight dudes, I tell you.
I feel like it hit hard today. I mean, Southland Tales definitely feels like it has added resonance in 2026. Maybe it would.
What happens now? What do you want?
It doesn't matter what I want. I'm just a ghost, remember? What matters is what everyone wants. Like that so-called democracy you're always rattling on
That's the
about.
most Mad King
I'm
Warren
just
gets.
going to fan the smoke out of their eyes a little, so they can see the ballot clearly, rather than through your glass darkly.
Sir, the free will override subroutine is failing. The Nostromos and android agents are no longer following neural commands.
Go forth, fight for your freedom, bite the hand that fed you lies.
But whose orders do we follow? What is the chain of command?
Your strings are cut, your minds are unleashed, your system has failed. This is the terminus of your machina.
Ah, okay, nice.
Take
Yeah, I
part
see the
in the
more
great
references to it
reprogramming.
now. Cool.
Or don't.
I love that.
It's your choice.
Sir, half of the Air Force is turning on us. Oh, Caesar, damn it. This is like that Earth commie revolution that kicked our asses out of the solar system all over again. Attack! Destroy the Red Army, or I will personally gouge out your eyeballs and skull fuck each and every one
What
of
do
you.
you want them to do, Warren? They're completely outgunned. I guess he just wants them to die.
It's over, Walker. Our devastators are surrounded. Ground force is decimated. We have to surrender.
Shut your pussy-ass, limp-wristed face,
But yeah,
Warren.
Terminus via Machina
You
was also another
spear-throwing,
great
cat-eating
line.
Charlie
I love
Roaches think
that.
this is over? I'm just getting started, Chi-Coms. I'll burn your
Chi-Coms.
whole damn jungle down. Gut you and your filthy red rusky Injun insect women and children like the animals you are. Right after I drop this nuke. You gotta learn to stop worrying and love the bomb, baby. Yeehaw!
Warren has ejected himself, cowboy riding a station buster headed straight for the fulcrum. He's going to kill everyone.
Oh god.
No!
Cowboy time? Oh shit. Save us, Nostromo! Yes! Oh, well, that's not great. I guess at least it hit the ocean.
I should have fragged my so-called dad a long time ago.
That fucking ruled. Victory! We did it!
We've done it! We've terminated the Liberty Terminators. We've
Oh yeah, of course, like
conscientiously
Doctor
obstructed
Strangelove reference,
and
yeah.
masked with heavy artillery.
Hells yeah, dog! We are duking the honky high town. Just like when them quadzillionaires get thrashed in the Commonwood blockbuster. Class combat, finance fatality.
Except this isn't a movie or
Such
a
an
simulation.
enduring image.
We truly hacked the planet's malicious matrix. We hexed the capitalist patriarchy, dispelling it for the
It's like
next
the
generation.
perfect image of America's
Right? Like,
nuclear
OMG,
hegemonic
guys.
power.
We totes dismantled this way unjust hierarchy. I'm gonna give you all hugs once we clean the blood and entrails of these chauvinist pigs off our plasma rifles, fatigues, and dresses.
I love you, Civil. It's so
Finally,
hilarious.
The DDoS, Distributed Denial of Shitheadery attack, has debugged our malware. Since these multi-million raised fists have crashed the corrupt city on the hill, can I change my alias to Neromancer?
Only 3,000 laps you've toddled around your day star, and already you've learned to walk, grandchildren. Watching your de-Romanization brings tears to my Acelli.
Fuck yeah.
So, what happens now?
Now this gaudy symbol of inequality, this million-ton chunk of gold, crown jewel, and delusions of undeserved grandeur becomes property of the Red Star Coalition. All of the Stratoplex is to be de-stratified under our communist system as well.
And what will happen to us?
You oligarchs, yes!
You oligarchs will lose your wealth, titles, and property. Your bought and paid for parties, Dime-Republican liberals, and our Utopia conservatives of your so-called democracy will all be dismantled. Your imperial deep state will be dredged.
What? But I still need my billion for this month's Arrow yacht to get to Pegasus riding. And after that, I'm going with Kanye the 27th on Dragonback to burn unruly peasants.
Shut up, Princess Karen. The flamethrower-throated reptilian hybrids have all been captured.
The flamethrower-throated reptilian hybrids have all been captured, along with all your defeated cops and military. There won't be any more burninating, bombing, swatting, or otherwise terrorizing the 99% into submission. And no crashing your air car into my McFly 85. We're in control now, Miss Karen.
Call back to the start of the game.
Sybil, you've
I
won.
like that.
Don't let the bloodlust take over. We can still be a family. It's taken me over a century, but I'm ready now. I can get the council to compromise, to increase wages, institute high taxes, rebuild Utopia's flaming
Please,
streets.
anything but
progressive
giving
Supreme
poor
Court
people a
justices.
fair wage. I'm begging you, Sybil, please, anything but helping the poor.
Earth to Warren. Did you forget how you brunchy champagne toasters just massacred millions of your own citizens? Do you think we have gnat-length memories?
Straight up, we done seized y'all means of luncheon. You're under our gun now, and we ain't letting you scamper away to scrounge up more ammunition. And we could liquidate the assets if you want to keep fronting.
So yeah, or you could just die if you don't like that, billionaires.
Don't let these filthy plebeians get me. Are we going to die? I like money, shopping, and murdering more than dying. Dying is so not a vibe.
If you kill me, guillotine this entire royal flush, the power vacuum will be filled by new liberals and conservatives eager to climb the ladder. New money for new corruption. If not now, then the next generation. And if you have this angry pitchforked mob slay us all, well, you're just as bad as us.
I mean, he's not wrong about, like, the inescapable cycle of capitalism. That, like, until it's completely eradicated, there will always be neolibs who are willing to, like, undermine the, like, freedom in exchange for money and power. That's always gonna be a thing. I love how he literally ends it with doing, like, we may be racist genociders, but you're mean, and that's much worse. He did the fucking meme of, like, the crying anime girl. He's like, I may be racist, but you're mean, and that's much worse. Fuck you, man. I mean, he's not wrong about, like, the project of safeguarding, like, you know, leftist progress being never-ending. Because there'll always be fuckwits who try to corrupt it. Or, like, undermine social institutions to privatize them, or lobby the government, or do any other number of things, but you never have to stop fighting for that. The answer is not just, well, fine, let's just let all the corruption and exploitation happen. Let's just let working class people get ground into dust by capitalism. That's hilarious.
We, the masses, the Red Army, don't want rivers of blood. We are simply overturning the system. We want change, not revenge. We won't compromise on the revolution, but we're not going to hang you and the rest of the court oligarchy by your own ermine cloaks.
You're not?
No. But as Commander Proto-J pointed out, don't test our patience.
Nova Germany willingly and completely submits to this new galactic order.
Nova Germany.
Neo Tokyo will show no resistance either. Please, have mercy.
What? Merkel, Hirohito, what are you doing? I can't believe this is happening. You're just going to strip us, the neo-feudal elite, of everything and let us go? To do what?
I thought you wanted to die, Warren! I thought you were like, I'm old and my digital ghost is fading. I just want to die.
Father, your military is defeated. Your economic shackles are broken. Your narrative blinders are pulled away. People have awoken from your false dream. Just accept the new normal and you can live with what remains of your last life, being a real contributing member of society. We have training programs where former parasitic executives/nobility learn to grow pomegranates, work in textiles and such. You told me you liked carpentry when you were 11. You can retire and make tables, even build a log cabin in the forest we restore.
That was a long, long time ago, Sids. I can't just play Geppetto in the woods now. You know, there's no way I'm coming back from what I've done, what I've been.
Does he actually
all these
want to
centuries.
just die?
Consider this path carefully, Sybil. Do you really, truly believe that well-seasoned, educated, experienced leaders like you and I are not the best fit to guide civilization from the shadows? You call it a revolution, but all I see is an angry, unwashed, uneducated riffraff.
Yeah, well, you're all poor. Fuck you. Shove it off your ass, Warren.
Hey, ex-CEO, former king asshole. Just 'cause
You
we
didn't
don't
speak
speak
wise
proper
enough.
colonizer, don't live in bougie, blinged up sky castles, and prance around in aero limos to flying golf courses, don't mean we dumb or immoral. You stuck up, high town phony. We outsmarted your big, well-bred genius brain and gave our blood and oil to save millions you would have smoked in Utopia.
I believe in your vision, Sybil, but in the grand scheme, you can't pull wool from the masses' eyes faster than new webs of propaganda can be spun. Marketing, chaos, selfishness, and the human tendency towards self-destruction work in favor of the crown, the dollar, and the war maker. The moment you slip up, puppet masters like me will be there to turn them into brainwashed slaves, peasants, cannon fodder again.
I don't know if we'll succeed in the long term, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. Exactly.
You may be right about that. I don't know if we will succeed in the long term. I don't know what will become of Utopia. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try.
Hey, Mr. Spoonosaurus. Yes, we're at the ending of Neofeud 2.
And you know what? Earth survived. After the West's horrific rulers fled, leaving flaming wrecks below, the common Americans and Europeans eventually doused the fires and learned to coexist over time. It took decades, but we finally got our act together. With the help from our older relatives, the Africans, Asians, Native Americans, peoples we plundered and looked down on for centuries. They saved us. They helped us rediscover how to be communities, families again. And we've got some of the eldest relatives in the universe here, the Venurans. I'm sure that given time, our broken space Romanoid people will figure out how to heal, now that we've cut out the rot here.
What? How do you know this?
Oh, wait, yeah, this is the new one.
Because the Elder Race helped us return to Earth, to see our own potential.
It was our pleasure and our responsibility.
Alright, I'm guessing this is the end.
Well, it's been a good talk, a fun, if difficult revolution. But you'll have to excuse us now. The new Red Star Communist Party, the first actual legitimate democracy the West has ever had, needs to get to work.
Oh shit, we're back where it started. Wow, we really did it.
It's amazing having functional fire departments.
What, you didn't like the cozy red, orange, yellow glow of neoliberons burning skyscrapers? I miss the hell in a handbasket vibe already.
Gosh, BSNBC said it'd take decades to repair everything, but it only took a few weeks. That's like light speed.
Red Star speed, to be exact. It's amazing what people power can accomplish when greedy leeches aren't making you anemic.
I like how even
and the Venurans were a ginormous help, of
even
course.
the neon signs for the businesses are more positive now. White collar crime busters.
Got rid of oxygen thieves and progress blockers. Our extraordinary exoskeletal homies helped us rebuild lickety-splickety. They straight put up entire renewable 8G-enabled super livable buildings before lunch.
Whoa, they got 8G?
It was a piece of sweetbread. Rome was not built in a day, but the nexuses of the truly great healed ones are erected before Daystar reaches zenith.
The Imperial assaults upon Cinderia have ended. The palms flourish and Falif trees grow again. It is in no small part thanks to you and your efforts, Lith.
I did what my native people required of me, to be the worm in the heart of the great demon.
You are truly the antidote to the Western sickness. If one raised such as you can be restored from the soul loss of the Utopian, there is hope for them all.
That's nice that we got resolution to this plot line too.
Sorry, I misjudged you.
Thank you for carrying our native language and culture forward, even when they beat us down for it. Zarastha Akrab.
Angsara la Sareron.
Like,
and a good liberation day
struggles
to you
with
as
Sindarian
well.
identity.
Very good pronunciation, Liv.
It was awesome kicking collonoid ass with you, sister. I'll see you at the Indigenous Post-Imperialism Group Therapy meeting, right?
Of course. I know I've still got inner work to do, even if we did kind of revolutionate the bejesus out of capitalism and balonialism.
Oh shit, she's alive!
Volterra!
Volterra!
You survived!
Cousin, so good to see you.
I thought she was a clone
And
of
you all as
Princess
well.
Sarah.
I'm sorry I called you a traitor, Volterra.
I'm sorry too. You stuck your neck out and I just thumbed my nasal vent at you.
It's quite alright, friends. The fog of class war was thick. None of us could see clearly. Thank you again, Kailatu, for raising me up when I'd fallen.
You sacrificed your status, denarius, and life for your people. Your resurrection was well earned, grandchild.
Where did you go during Ragnarok?
The assassination proved it was not safe for us in Utopia, so Andromeda, my wife, and I had to migrate to Venura with Kailatu's help.
Volterra, thank you for cracking the palace from within as Red Star's inside lady. If I weren't banished from the ballroom, I would have done it myself.
I heard you had to enter the belly of the beast and confront the real monstro, your father. We are all in your debt, Sybil.
We did it. We
Well,
saved
lucky
the
for
galaxy.
everyone, all debts, mortgage, student, credit card are forgiven. Happy Jubilee.
Welcome, Majors Lith and Nostromo, Chairwoman Sybil. Congratulations on your great cleansing.
Thank you, Madam High Steward.
It always brings joy to see great-grandchildren. Now, excuse me for a millennia. I'm sorry, a moment. I must have a talk with my Venuoran counterparts.
Oh shit, what's happening?
Kailatu, Aleph, oh man, are you guys okay?
Yes, descendant.
What just happened? So wait, that was the being that was communicating with Aleph at at the apartments?
So the mysterious entity at Sunrise Apartments was...
The High Steward of the Veneron
damn.
civilization?
Okay.
Yes, young one. She has always erred on the side of caution and has been quite displeased displeased with some of our behavior. The High Steward visited Aleph in Earth's past to ensure he was not, doing his students' homework for them.
Oh, you mean spoon-feeding us baby Earthlings warp technology?
Don't say it out loud, Sybil!
Among other things. The High Steward raised Aleph and I both in the womb of eternity, sacrificed exoskeleton and spilled hemolymph for us. She sailed us to Supermassive Grandmother's pale screen for our initiation. She was quite upset that we have stretched our sacred code to a hair's width. By directly intervening in you infant three-dimensional's continuum, we pulled at strings. We shook the delicate webs within webs, jeopardizing multitudes beyond the swaddling clothes of this space-time fabric. Half of the council believe we should be stripped of our positions.
Please be lenient. They save our entire fucking civilization.
High Steward.
Please, High
Your
Steward.
great, all-knowing eternalness. I know it's not my place, but please be lenient with Kailatu and Aleph. They have helped us so much in this incredibly messy process of unscrewing ourselves, and we all deserve a second chance, right?
I've fudged so many rules myself. Hacked hype-tech databases, subverted Star Devastator subsystems, overruled rule-based orders with unruly methods.
My brother and I respect your wisdom and the cosmic tree's judgment. We accept all consequences.
Well, you did complete your task. You have successfully chaperoned the ailing souls of Earth's Romanoid through the millennia of immaturity. Millions have been spared colonial suffering, needless war, and the unhealed one's spore colony was not vaporized by their crude atomic fireworks. And the West has excised the cancer of their uncontrolled, spoiled growth and lightened their heart of darkness at last. All magnificent achievements which will weigh the scales in your favor. I will advise the Veneloron Council to show mercy.
My hearts resonate, High Steward.
Of course. It would be a shame to sentence you, my canny siblings, to 1 trillion years sweeping
Jesus
cosmic
Christ!
dust, forking up asteroid litter along the
Please don't
galactic
do that.
Silk Road.
I love that Venuran hyperbolic humor.
I love that Venuran hyperbolic humor.
Please don't do that.
She's joking, right?
Does the moon shine?
Yes. Well, technically it reflects light, so no.
Do not lose slumber worrying about Aleph and I grandchildren. We have been fine.
You mean you will be fine, or do they experience time differently to us?
You mean you will be fine?
Ah, that also. Past, present, and future. Earth, Eden, and all other gardens. We are, at all times, in all places. Time is an illusion, like matter, and reality itself. We have conjured this adorned lyceum, the singularity candelabra, the crystal sculptures, our physical bodies, the air we speak through, this moment itself. We create all of it for the convenience of you, young entangled ones.
But if you can just create all of this, does that mean nothing matters?
On the contrary, time is the most precious known commodity, and nothing matters more than this immaterial unrealness.
I, as always, do not understand most words coming out of your mouth, Kai.
What you should understand is that we, your Lenu Oran elders, are all immensely proud of your progress.
Fuck yeah. Alright, nice. Everything turned out for the best eventually. Eventually. Took a lot of fucking infinite suffering to get there, though. Holy shit.
Thank you so much, Madame High Steward. We've banned commodity speculation, repossessed all landlord and corporate lord estate, strictly enforced equality of race, species, gender, and are having our entire society go through unlearning of our bigoted colonial capitalist lifeways.
Also based.
Imperial Aholics Anonymous meetings happen nightly, and community gardens and co-work spaces blossom by day. We're learning so much from your great ancient people and other wondrous societies, from Sindaria's sand-spun mantle cities to Kongor's fusion-powered jungle-adorned star caravans.
Excellent. The spice of life will flow now that you've torn down the Great Wall raised by your former oligarchs' tariffs, trade barriers, and propaganda. I hope that, in time, your de-Romanizing civilization can come to understand why we did not meddle directly in your internal affairs. We did supply resources, training, even weapons, covertly through third-party proxies, such as the revolutionary Silicons and our Ugorian cousins.
Some are upset at our suffering, the loss of life, but I know that you did all you could, that you have other structures beyond our understanding to consider, and that we Eutropians have no future but what we make for ourselves. If we relied on your hand to break our chains, we would have shackled ourselves again, as my ancestors did in Rome, Spain, Britain, America, which faded into each other with no true revolution.
Very good, young one. Very good.
We look forward to your visit to our rebuilt, regreened country of so-called Eutropia, or West Eden, as many of us are now calling it.
All we, the New Orans, have done is our Turiakna, but you are welcome, Chairwoman Sybil. And your mother Ainal cares less what she is called and more about how you young ones treat your relatives of all color, substance, and origin.
Of course, High Steward.
Yeah, that's something I really like in the game, both thematically and also just, like, mechanically, because I was wondering about that. Like, when things really started going to shit earlier in the story, the Venurans just go, sorry, we gotta go, guys, peace out, and disappear from the story. And I kind of figured it was on some level like a structural storytelling decision. They're too OP, so you have to contrive like a reason for why they can't just walk in and snap their fingers and immediately solve all the problems of the plot. But I figured there would be some kind of narrative reason that happens later, like it will be explained to us later in the story about why that was the case. And I like that it did actually tie into the themes of the game about how, you know, you can't just wait for China to institute global luxury communism for everyone. Like, sorry, Xi Jinping's not gonna save you. Americans need to do a revolution themselves in many ways.
There is something I've been wanting to ask, if you don't mind.
Yeah, what the fuck happened to Princess Sarah?
Queen Sarah died trying to use the ultimate throne, as you suggested, and it did provide the perfect distraction for us. But how did you know all along that it would fail?
We knew the coronated would will the unwillable. It was expected that the neo-feudal elite would feud over our misused reality-weaving technology, hoping to spin us out of existence. But instead, they only tied themselves into knots, seeking the Big Mac Gruffin.
MacGruffin.
I think you mean MacGuffin?
Don't correct her.
But what do you mean by will the unwillable?
We were the prime mover, the Newman that raised the hedges of this so-called Garden of Forking Paths. The rascal child Gertzel and the crowned infants could not use that super string device to erase us any more than hair from your head can wipe away your face. The errant strand will only shed itself. Our silk glands grew the six-dimensional thread. The stewardship lays fractal petals are our knocker, secreted over eons, strung in quark oceans warmed by supernovae. Thusly, the lost great-grandchild Sarah Gates Walton.
Okay, I figured it was essentially that. Like, the fact that the Garden of Forking Paths was essentially made with stolen Venuran technology. So, okay, interesting. So you're saying that being Chinese won't save me? No, unfortunately, Electrica, not quite. I wish it were that easy. I wish it were that easy.
But
oh, whoops.
What do you mean by will?
We were the prime mover, the Newman that raised the head.
There we go. Well, it's okay. We'll all be Chinese one day. So this was all by your design. Yeah, I figured.
So, when the Neofeudals were racing to collect the shards of the throne, this was all by your design as well? You outplayed them at their own power game?
I'd call it our design. And are we old folks not allowed to have some fun, playing games of big chairs as well?
That's only fair, I guess.
Speaking of games, who's ready for my new indie retro adventure, The Neoliberators, starring all of us?
Sounds revolutionary. I'm totally
Yeah, let's all go play a point-and-click adventure game. Hell yeah. They're healing the scar of Western capitalism. So beautiful.
This place is massive, and what a jaw-dropping view. I feel like I'm in some kind of dream-stim fantasy land.
I know, right?
I got books. And a nice, God, it's so
This
beautiful.
bed is bigger than my entire ground car home. I'm used to sleep moding while slouched in the driver's seat after surf driving 12 hours straight.
I can barely believe all this space costs what a 6x6 foot coffin flat used to. Since Neoliberation City land grabbed the landlords, repossessed and redistributed all private property, no one's trash compacting themselves into
This is a commie
closet-sized,
game? Duh,
rat-neck-infested
Mr.
micropockets
Spoonosaurus.
anymore.
I heard they're converting that horrific apartment building into an injustice museum where kids can learn how barbaric utopians and mad Americans used to slum it out during the Capitolocene, complete with animatronic homeless and safe-and-no addicts, a tent city haunted house, and simulated police beatings / evictions. Speaking of, I never got to properly
Thank you for the luck,
cutting my
Akak.
puppet strings, beaming me out of my galaxy brain as 6.
Hey, breaking damsels in digital distress out of strange, bad, infinite loops is what I'm all about. And now I get a princess and a castle-esque apartment as a reward.
Full disclosure, this princess has no titles, tracts of land, or crown jewels, since fuddy-duddy feudalism is as extinct as the British.
All I
kiss
need
already?
is
They're
that
already
assembly,
together, Ruddy Buddy.
this dewormed Cybrain, and a good reasonable longevity of quality time with my love. Speaking of our SOs, let's check in on the little ones.
Yeah, they're already together, Rud. They like fucked earlier in the game. My bad, lol. I mean, you detect that they're meant to be romantically involved. But yeah, no, they're like already together. Also, wow, they're using birth pods. Yeah, well, I mean, Nostromo's non-biological, and Lith is a cyborg. I don't know exactly how extensive her cybernetics are. It's possible she might not even be able to have children, you know, like in a traditional way without using this technology. But also, I mean, they may just be doing this because it's the cyberpunk future and you can just do that now. Looks like it's a good cyan color. Interesting that Sybil chose in utero for the Sybil Spook offspring. Oh, I guess one of them is Sybil and Silver Spook's kid.
The amniophate fluid in the gestatrix looks like it's a good cyan color.
I'm gonna miss
No
this
fetal
game.
alkaline
Me too,
syndrome.
botched.
Guess the nanomeds worked on our cyberling. Minimi is doing great as well. They'll be coding and choosing hair dye in no time.
No, like at the end of the first game, I'm sad we don't get to play anymore because this is like with the first Neofeud, been one of my favorite things I've ever streamed. I love this game so much.
Interesting that Sybil chose in utero for the Sybil Spook offspring.
Oh wait, no, sorry, I misread that
It's
before.
her choice. Some people want that primal connection. Braxton Hicks pain, vomiting your guts
That's just
out and
their
all.
two kids.
Like the naturist
But Sybil
choosing
is
to live
giving
in the
birth
bush, eat
in
acorns
utero.
and oranges from the trees, I guess.
At least they can get back to nature now that we've restored West Eden's ecosystems.
Hey, Maracus. How's it going? We're at the very end of Neofeud 2.
Any name ideas yet? I keep thinking
We've
Vulture.
saved the world.
Maybe we let them choose? You're anointed a name of the gods, a family name, and a name of your choice in our Sindarian culture. Arai taught me at Martyr Day at Temple.
Maybe we can get our replicate baptized in an oil bath, sign of the proto-J blown in compressed air.
Oh, sweet. What's next on the docket? On this sort of like day slot next week, we're gonna do 0 parades because I at the very least need to do the stream then for the sponsorship thing. But I do want to play potentially the whole game just to see how bad it is and to like shit on the writing of it and stuff. Because I had fun doing that in the demo. I mean, who knows? I might not play the whole game if it becomes too... Like, if it stops being funny to me or interesting. Like, I will probably just give up on it and will do something else. That being said, like with everything, I'm going into it open-minded. And if there's elements I like about it, I'll acknowledge that. The whole game isn't super long. I don't know. Disco Elysium was super long, and I streamed myself playing through that entire thing. But yeah, we'll just see how we go with Zero Parades. My current plan is to play it, but I don't know. I might take breaks to play shorter stuff, or just quit partway through the playthrough if I get really bored because the writing sucks, because it's like corporatized and soulless now. We'll just see. After this, I don't know, there's a demo I might try out before we end stream.
I'm just glad our youngling isn't rolled out of an assembly line stamped with a serial number and gets
By the way, when are we
raised
gonna get
by
more
real
esoteric ab?
parents. Although, honestly, I am a bit scared. I wasn't programmed for copy conditioning or child rearing or whatever. What if I
Not sure
drop
exactly.
him on his case, or accidentally format her brain drive, or tweeze their antenna?
Relax. No parent knows exactly what they're doing. It's like hacking a mega server or fighting the power. You just gotta jump in. Plus, Grandma Kailatu is going to be coming by 3 days a week to help us with the teething, potty, and porty training and such. Kai's probably raised like billions of kids, including entire Kardashev 1 civilizations, so we're in good hands.
Thank you for creating a great piece of media, Silver Spook. Yeah, no. Thank you for making this game. I know you're probably not even in chat. Probably went to go, have dinner with your family or something. But thank you for making this game. It's very clearly a real labor of love. Like, there's so much of you as a writer and creator in it. But it's super fun. It's like one of the most unique games I've ever played. Definitely my favorite traditional point-and-click adventure game that I've played. But yeah, as for when I'll get back to doing Esoteric Ab, not entirely sure, Maracus. It's definitely on the docket to play soon. Just depends on when I get a spot for that. Because it could replace Death Stranding 2 after I beat Death Stranding 2. It could replace that. I could also end up playing it sooner if I start doing Zero Parades and then just get incredibly bored of it. Because, I'm only contracted to do one stream of it. But, there's no... it might be so boring that I'm not interested in playing it, and also you guys aren't interested in watching it. I get really low viewership numbers. I mean, I think I'll probably be fine for at least the sponsored stream I have to do, because I'm sure people like the idea of me just, taking a company's money so that I can talk about how they're fucking crony capitalists who stole the game studio from the actual creators, and that's why this new game they've made is soulless garbage. I like the idea of doing that. That'll probably be funny and at least somewhat entertaining. But past that, I don't know. What if I just get bored of it, or chat gets really bored of it and nobody's watching me? So I'll just see how we go. I might, I am very interested in doing more Esoteric Ebb, though. So maybe that'll end up replacing, Zero Parades. Maybe that'll replace Death Stranding 2 once I'm done with that. Maybe that'll become the new Sunday game after I beat Still Life, and maybe do a couple more, shorter games in between that. because I know it's relatively long. Also, like, 27 hours, I mean, that's long, but I don't know, like, wasn't Disco Elysium way longer than that? How long was Disco Elysium? Like, what's the average playtime for Disco Elysium? What's the overall score? What, for this game, Mr. Spootosaurus, for Neofeud 2? 10 out of 10. I would rate Neofeud 2 10 out of 10. It's super funny and original and creative. But it also has something really passionate and sincere to say about politics and the world and capitalism. It's a super fun, like, satirical cyberpunk adventure. And I love the inclusion of all the real-world politicians in it and stuff as characters, like Sybil being part of the Clinton Bush family. It's an entirely, like, one-person project. You know, I love the art in it. The soundtrack is fucking awesome that we're listening to right now. That was also done by Silver Spook. Full playthroughs of Disco Elysium about 40 hours. Okay, so not quite as long as Disco Elysium. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it'll take me that. I think the full cut is slightly longer. Okay, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it'll take me that long to beat, Zero Parades. Especially if it, like, continues to be as badly written as it was in the demo. Because, like, one of the reasons it took me fucking forever to beat Disco Elysium, the writing in that game was so good and the characters were so fun and interesting that I wanted to do everything. I wanted to, like, talk to every character, try and do every side quest as best I possibly could, just get, like, everything out of the game that I could in my playthrough. Like, considering how underwhelming the writing was and what I've already played of Zero Parades, I don't know if I'll be doing such a completionist kind... Well, I didn't do a completionist run, but just, like, my playthrough of the game could be a lot more streamlined because there's way less incentive for me to go off the beaten path with weird side quest bullshit if the character interactions I'm going to be having in the side quest bullshit are boring and uninteresting, you know? I mean, maybe they can make up for it in other ways, like with the story having a particular, like, engaging level of spy intrigue, but I don't know. I don't predict I'm gonna be quite as, like, thorough as I was when I played Disco Elysium. Zero Parades is only slightly shorter. I mean, it's like 10 hours shorter on average. That's not too bad. That's a quarter shorter. That one girl sort of gets better, right? It doesn't get funnier, and the characters don't get better, Teo, but apparently she said that the story becomes interesting. Because it's like a spy story full of intrigue and plot twists and blah, 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 blah. Like, basically that kind of thing. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm sure they didn't hire complete idiots to write the story. They've probably been capable of cobbling together a reasonably intriguing kind of spy espionage thriller. And I do have a fondness for those, like, for that genre. That's why I'm saying, like, I'll go into it with an open mind. If I like the story, at least, I can still acknowledge that it's, like, an interesting story, even if it ultimately means nothing, because it doesn't have engaging characters that I care about who are playing it out, so there's no reason for me to feel emotionally invested in any of the outcomes of what's going on. My expectations are very low. Yeah, I mean, I've already played a chunk of the game, and it sucked. It was real bad. It was real bad. It was Disco Elysium without the soul or wit or personality. Like, I played Cascade is the most boring protagonist you could have possibly picked. She doesn't have anything interesting about her. Like, I played everything 5 hours, that fucking demo. Couldn't tell you a thing. Despite hearing her inner monologue constantly, I couldn't tell you a thing about her beyond the little paragraph the game reads you at the start about how badass. Instead of letting you, the player, discover that the character is badass by like having them do badass cool things in the story, the game just goes, your name is Cascade and you're the coolest, you're so badass, you're a human missile. Like it's so dumb, you know? But yeah, I do like to torture myself with bad games, so I'm looking forward to that particular like form of narrative cock and ball torture that I'm going to be submitting myself to. Disco Elysium was just leagues better than most video games. I can't think of a game that's anywhere near that well written. Yeah, exactly, Teo. How do you make a giant lesbian spy boring? You'll see, Maracas. Amazingly, they figured out a way to do it. Part of it is that she seems to have very little personality. Like, I heard a lot of her inner monologue, but it's all just kind of like it's all just describing what's happening in the scene, but never giving you any kind of insight into how the character thinks or feels. And there's also, like, there's no Kim in the game. And I'm not saying you needed to just have another literal Kim, but, like, I don't know, fucking steal the thing that Coop does in Twin Peaks, where, like, I say that she has to constantly report back to her superiors, so she's like always pulling out a tape, because like that gives her an opportunity to externalize her thoughts. That's why stories have multiple characters, so that you can have characters like communicate. It's really hard to do that if there's no one to talk to. And her inner monologue is fucking boring. Like, there's no avenue for her to demonstrate her personality. She's just kind of quirky because sometimes Harry Dubois was quirky, and also she's depressed sometimes because Harry was depressed, and sometimes she says she's the fourth horseman of the apocalypse. Because that was something that Harry also did, but that was because that was part of, like, one of the Coppo types, the apocalypse cop. And there was a whole, like, narrative reason for why he was doing that as well, which is that he's fucking suicidal. Like, it's so dumb. They were trying so hard to make the next main character of their game not a clone of Harry, that they accidentally made her a clone of Harry, but with all of the interesting parts of his personality stripped out. At least from what I played of the game already.
You're right. And we technically do have experience being parented by Kai. I got busted for accidentally shooting this ice-tongued dackle worm the other day in the rainforest preserve downtown. I thought it was gonna bite someone to frozen bits. But yeah, Kai put me on timeout on the moon.
See? We got this. I mean, we saved the world. Worlds. Maybe the galaxy. And most importantly, we saved ourselves from perpetuating our creators' trauma cycles, from passing the buck on to the next generation.
Or if she's supposed to be a serious, mellow person, give her a Morte-like person from Planescape. I haven't played Planescape, but yeah, Maracas. Like, as much as it was, like, you know, criticized for being derivative, I think Esoteric, because you said right last time I was playing Esoteric Ebb Maracas, I met that little goblin guy, and I think you said he's basically the game's version of Kim from Disco Elysium. As much as Esoteric Ebb got criticism for so nakedly being inspired by Disco Elysium, I think ultimately that was still the right decision. Like, giving the main character a goblin version of Kim was a good call because it gives the player character something to bounce off of, you know? Just there's so much more avenues for character development and like, just, you know, through their interactions, you can reveal a lot about the player character's personality and how the player chooses to shape them. You know, like, but they just decided to, like, again, I think they were afraid of it being compared to Disco Elysium and not as good as Disco Elysium. And they were so afraid of that they completely fucked the game. And here's a really good sign of that. I don't know what the official sales numbers are, but look at this. Zero Parades. Look at the number of reviews. 1,327. It's been sitting at about that since the game came out. So far, that's all it's got. Esoteric Ebb currently has 6,142 reviews, you know. Like, for a niche thing like this, because most gamers aren't even going to want to play a game of this style, it's too wordy. And Esoteric Ebb doesn't even have fucking voice acting, and it completely smoked Zero Parades. I think a bunch of people bought it at launch, and then since then the sales have kind of just dried up. Like, this number has, I mean, obviously, again, I don't know the exact numbers. Not everybody writes a review, of course. But, like, I think when a fuckload more people write a review for this game, you can probably guess that it's sold way more. You know, so it's like, I just think even if I try to be fair to Zero Parades, it still sucks, you know? He fills a similar role, but he's different. Yeah, exactly, Murat. Like, I'm not saying you need to create a character that's a one-to-one clone of Kim, but it's good to give your protagonist a partner because that gives them so many more opportunities to express their personality just by having somebody to talk to, you know, just like casually interact with, and like it goes a long way, you know.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't even know how to enjoy life without worrying about a brain rent, police shooting, war, or climate disaster. It's gonna take practice just being happy, but I'm happy to try.
That's the spirit. On that note, let's get that skin job rubber wrapped around your endoskeleton so we can practice happiness. Maybe even spark some joy.
Hell yeah. The game ends with Nostromo banging his hot goth GF. Communism-sponsored hot goth GFs for everybody.
Father, how have you been?
Sybil, I've been well enough. Head's a bit lighter, without the crown and the daily Pentagon briefings and all. Lisa's still attached, though. Thanks again for not guillotining us.
Mort from Planescape is a floating skull. He's a crass, horny shit talker who contrasts the somber main character of Planescape, so he's like an inverted Kim. Or I guess Kim was an inverted Mort since Planescape came out first and inspired Disco. Yeah! No, it's just like a generally good suggestion if you're going to make one of those types of games, I would say, is that giving the main character a partner is great because they have an excuse to talk out loud to someone, which you can, or have conversations, which you could use to reveal a lot about the character's personality. And they could have done that with fucking Cascade, with the tiniest bit of writing. All they could have done is just give her a fucking tape recorder and be like, oh, she has to submit audio reports to her overseers in the communist superblock, her spy agency. So give her an excuse to constantly, like, externalize her inner thoughts to someone. In the same way that Diane, at least in the original 2 seasons of Twin Peaks, Diane only exists as a vehicle to allow David Lynch to let, like, you, the viewer, hear Coop's thoughts. So he has a reason to just, like, say certain things out loud, which a person wouldn't, because he's recording a voice note for Diane.
As I said, we seek change, not revenge.
Yes, well, to be frank, it's been difficult to manage this, living like the everyman. The salt of the earth commoner.
You don't need a fleet of private aircraft and multiple unoccupied mansions to have your needs met.
The main character
and
needs
definitely not at the expense of common people. Everyone is prospering now, not just a few.
I love that through playing Silent Hill F, that's become such a meme on my channel. Anything that uses the word partner, it's like, wait a minute, are you talking about partners? It also comes from that fucking movie Partners too. Partners?
How are your art courses? The carpentry? According to your cooperator feed, you've not been to ex-aristocrat rehab in weeks.
I've dabbled a bit of paint, hit a nail or two, but it was too much work, really. And going to these self-help sessions is not really my thing, Sybil. It's just not my speed.
Your thing? Your speed? I'm tired of rehashing this conversation and giving you another pep talk, Dad. These are responsibilities to your community and requirements if you want to keep talking to me.
Losing the palace and our trillions has certainly taken its toll. Any chance we could have some pocket change? Say, $1 billion back?
Just a few $1 billion.
Are you serious
just a
right
loan.
Now? As the world's biggest supervillain, you're just lucky the Red Star Party handed you a death sentence with a 2-year reprieve. I'd recommend you take advantage of that and not test our clemency.
I hear you loud and clear,
Does that mean they're
Sybil.
gonna execute
It's just
him
been
after
tough.
2 years?
Your sister Karen hasn't stopped screaming or throwing
Nice.
her diamond glass slippers since she lost her 10,000-acre golf course and macadamia-fed Wagyu beef farm.
That unused water-guzzling disgrace was a waste, and all on stolen indigenous land.
Hey,
we converted
chill
it
guy.
to sustainable agriculture and public parks for all. Plus, Karen doesn't even play golf. And isn't she allergic to beef?
Yes, but it's just the thought of not having those prized possessions. She just keeps screeching at me to get it back for her. Please, Sybil, you must do something.
Well, Dad, who enabled the spoiled brat that's making your ears ring? You. Last time I saw her, she tried to kill me with a griffin riding crop. So we're at an impasse. You made that monstrous Nepo baby. Now you get to deal with her. Now, if you'll excuse me,
I have a baby
cold
Fugler.
fusion conference to
Nice. My
attend.
friend Messi loves Fuglers. She's the one who
Sybil,
did the
where are
art
you
of
going?
me like
You can't
this.
just leave me here.
So long, Warren Clinton Bush. Yeah, no, Fuglers are hilarious. Mezzy was drawing all of her streamer friends as Fuglers, and she made me into a Fugler too. So I rigged up this version of my model that I was able to turn it into a version that I could control. What the hell is this game? It's called Neofeud 2, chill guy, and it's awesome. It's peak.
Father, I've already buried you once. Now the second Cinderella glass slipper has finally dropped. Your legacy had a lingering power over me, but it doesn't anymore. Your influence, your wealth, your crown, your system are gone. You can join us, or you cannot. If the old Warren has sloughed off like old molted viper skin, if you've really changed, then you can pick up a hammer, or a sickle, or a paintbrush, or a scrub brush, or an axe, and start building the future with us. Put in your share of the work. And that goes for our relationship as well.
But Sybil, I can't. Please, be reasonable. I just don't have the energy. It's all just so hard. I wouldn't know the first thing about sweeping or farming or shoemaking or... I just want to reconnect with you and be there at your side, having intimate conversations, family get-togethers, going to the shopping center with... Sybil, don't you see? You're abusing your own father.
My family says they're ugly. Well, yeah, I mean, they're meant to be, aren't they? But that's why they're awesome. They're so fucking cursed looking.
You are the one gaslighting me. You say you're too tired to work, yet your deliberalizer said you're hitting the tennis court, playing polo, and trying, however futilely, to start a crypto pyramid scheme.
Of course he is.
Stop lying. Stop weaponizing your incompetence and acquire a skill from one of our free Red Star training programs. We even have ex-feudal billionaire tailored ones.
But...
You can join us, or you cannot. If the old Warren
Oh wait,
has...
we already did this one.
These are my boundaries, Dad. Now, I'm going low contact with you, responding to your holotexts in 3-sentence check-ins, how the weather is, what I had for lunch, how much of Utopia we've rebuilt, what Silver Spook the kids and I watched on family movie night, once a week. No visits, no video calls. If you don't get your act together, get a real job for the first time in your multi-century lives, or cross any lines with my actual family, I'm cutting you down to very low and then no contact.
But Sybil, you are my blood. You are white through and through. You are the inheritor of the Clington Bush name, our fortune, our utopian, American, our Roman legacy.
I don't want any of that blood-soaked legacy.
I don't want any of that blood-soaked legacy, Father. Building a thriving future means regreening and dislodging the toxic roots. I will not tolerate any more of your abuse, and I certainly won't perpetuate your trauma forward. Your grandchild will be raised not as a utopian, but as the offspring of migrants to West Eden. One day, your descendants will be native to this land, and your legacy will be forgotten.
I am King Warren Clington Bush. I order you not to go. You can't just turn your back on me.
Actually, Dad, I can. What you do, what you say, doesn't matter anymore. Weird feeling, huh? Not being the center of the universe, forcing every crowd to listen to your every pontification. Get used to it. Adapt to actual equality, or be lonely and sad. Your choice.
Nice! Now they're all in a rock band!
More looks and guts than Captain Kirk. More logical than Spock. Raise fist screaming, it's the hour. Time has come to fight the power. Go revolutionators, fight the man of the galaxy.
Nice. Great way to end it. Oop, am I in control? Oh no. Nice. Okay, we got a Silver Spook section. Ooh, nice. We got Protege now.
$6 billion baller, not the revolution brawler. My third eye, free of mind. 6 billion raised fist brawlers. Kick arms off stolen land and whack their carriers in space. Wipe the motherfucking smirk off that rich old crowning face. Built my family one deal, one shot at a time. In Dickinson, resorted to a life of lithium crime. Our prison broke out the ghetto like escape from New York. Now I fan the flames that cook imperial pigs into pork.
Children make you feel young again.
Snap is pretty gonna rap. He did rap.
With the Midas gone, now a new day dawns. Chewing bud and playing rock and roll.
Chewing butt? Oh wait, I think that was a reference to the joke before about getting the line from They Live wrong. Damn, that's the end of the game! Oh shit. God. I do like it ending like that. After, like, it was such a hard-fought battle, such a long journey filled with so much dark shit. Like, ending it in just, like, a joyous celebration is a great antidote after how fucking bleak it got at times. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it too, chat. That was peak. I loved the first game too. But I like that this one was like, it was like a proper sequel. It was bigger, bolder, it was a way more large scale. I think it's like double the length of the original game, if not slightly more. Larger cast of characters, you know, more grand story. Yeah, I thought that was a great sequel. But I hope like this time a bunch of the stuff that Silver Spook predicted in this game isn't gonna come true, because some of it was legitimately skin crawling. Like the drone, the human beings that got turned into drones, like autonomous military drones. That was one of the most nightmarish things I've encountered in a piece of speculative fiction. This is the Silk Song of point-and-click adventure games. It is. Oh, it was R3P2 was also Silver Spook's wife. Huh. But yeah, no, I'm gonna miss Neofeud 2. Just like at the end of Neofeud 1, I'm sad because, like, there's no more game left to play until Silver Spook makes Neofeud 3. Which I would love to be a creative consultant on, if that's a possibility. God. But yeah, no, I loved it. It was a fun experience, yeah. How would the story continue after this? Well, it doesn't have to literally continue the events of the game, Electrica. It could be like kind of a spiritual sequel. You know, just something that's called Neofeud 3, but is about new characters and a new setting, but one that contains the similar themes and ideas as Neofeud 1 and 2. My brother would be interested in this game, then you should recommend it to him, and the first game with Mr. Spootosaurus. Oh, American Johnson was also one of the android servants. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know if Silver Spook is working on a Neofeud 3 right now, or what they're gonna do next. I'll definitely play whatever the next game they make is, though. That's for sure. But considering this one only just came out, I'm sure Silver Spook is, you know, like, not necessarily rushing out to make a next game immediately. I'm sure it was fucking years of exhausting work getting this one made. Keanu's Silver Fist. That was a good gag. But yeah, this was like one of the games that was what made me start exploring more point-and-click adventure games as a thing to play on stream. Because I played this and I was like, this is so original and funny and unique. I didn't realize people were still making adventure games, although they were like fucking good. You know, like they were this good. So that made me want to look into others, you know? Like, maybe we wouldn't have checked out Wadget Eye Games if I had never played Neofeud. And now I might potentially, like, see if, you know, with the help of chat, I can develop my own short point-and-click adventure game. Because that seems like it would be a fun thing to do. And a bunch of people in chat have, like, volunteered to help with that. Yeah. How did you discover Neofeud 1? I think I saw a tweet about it. Because it was in like a thread where people were discussing outsider art. You know, and someone was asking if there are any examples of video games that are outsider art. And a few people said Neofeud, and I went, what's that? I've never heard of that. And I looked it up and went, this seems crazy. This is amazing. I've got to check this out, you know? What is this? Because I'd never seen a game like this before. So we started playing it, and I very quickly, mostly initially just because I was curious, but after we started playing it for a little bit, I was like, I think this game is actually really good, and I unironically like it and think it's awesome. And then by the time we beat the game, I was like, oh, this is one of my favorite games I've ever streamed. I love the writing of this. I fucking love Carl Carbon and Proto J and Princess Sybil Clinton Bush. Like, this is awesome. You know, it's a truly unique game. There's no other game like this, really. We literally found a hidden gem. Yeah, exactly, Electrica. Like, there's no other game that really exists that's like this. You know, there are other point-and-click adventure games and stuff, of course, but nothing that's like this super satirical cyberpunk story that's really funny, and it's so, like, large-scale and ambitious. Thank you for playing Neofeud. Thank you for making it, Silver Spook. They're both a solid 8 out of 10 for me. Amazing creations. Lots of unnatural soapboxing, dialogue pacing, but it's also heartfelt. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't bother me at all, Teo. Like, I love how passionate and sincere this game is, you know. Like, so many people are afraid of doing stuff like that because I think it'll come off as corny and lame. I think it takes real creative bravery to be so, like, openly naked about, you know, your political feelings and how you feel about the world in this game. Like, you know, it's so passionate. It's fun to watch for sure. Yeah, no, that's partly why I realized it was awesome too. I was like, this makes great stream content. It, like, you genuinely don't know where the story's gonna go. It's like funny and weird and interesting and unique. The visuals are great. The music's great. I'd rather have soapboxing than neutering yourself. Yeah, exactly, Kevin. To me, it like works with the game, you know, with like the tone that the game is going for and its general vibe. I mean, all point-and-click adventure games are like unnaturally dialogue heavy, I would say. You know, so much of the dialogue is stuff that people normally probably wouldn't necessarily, like, vocalize in a conversation if it was happening in real life. But I love that this game would be great to give a teenager who's just starting to become interested in politics, you know? It's like a crash course in everything wrong with Western capitalism. You know, and it's also, like, funny and, you know, exciting and original and unique. Like, I think that's great about it. You know? And yeah, it's like so many games or just works of media in general. They're like, oh, I don't want to go too political. I don't want to alienate people. I don't want to scare them off by being too political. You know, it takes creative bravery to do that and say, nah, fuck that. These people need to hear me. I'm right. You know? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. No. Like, I like that about it. I understand, though, that that's not necessarily for everyone. That, like I like the wordiness of it, but I'm sure some, like, maybe the average gamer wouldn't I mean, I read a lot, so I think I'm predisposed to liking something like this, you know? Whereas, yeah, maybe if you're mostly into Call of Duty or whatever, or playing Tarkov, you might find it a bit, like, overwritten or overly verbose at times. But I also don't think someone like that is probably going to be playing a point-and-click adventure game anyway, you know? This is for the people that like Disco Elysium, or, you know, yeah, like Planescape Torment, or Wadget Eye games, or, like, they want actual good writing, not just, like, good for a video game, you know? I like art pieces that don't hold back. No, exactly, Electrica. No, it's like a punk Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy or something, you know? It's got this great sort of droll, like, funny tone running through it, and all these interesting, clever sci-fi ideas. But it's also just a way for the writer, Silver Spook, to, you know, externalize their feelings about the world at large and the universe, about the exploitation of capitalism and you know, every other subject that the game touches on. Like I said, yeah, like I like that it's this big space opera, like epic story, but it also feels deeply personal and like a reflection of the person who created it, you know? It's about the universal struggle for liberation, but also about like the you know, very specific personal beliefs of the person who made it. And I think that's awesome. I love art that does that. Well, that was an incredible experience. Holy shit, yeah. No, I'm sad that there's no more Neofeud 2 to play next week. It was legit outsider art, yeah. Yeah, no, made completely outside the traditional video game industry system, but has more artistic value than many games that have been made that have budgets in the hundreds of millions, you know? No, like, my dream would be for Silver Spook to get, like, the budget of Zaum, and then to make Neofeud 3, like, a Disco Elysium-style remake of the first 2 games or something. Or a completely new story, you know? I would love to see, like, this concept taken even further with whatever Silver Spook does next. But I don't know what their plan is. They might want to scale things back after 2 such very long projects, and do, you know, make a game that's a little bit shorter. And I can totally respect that. But yeah, I'm sad we're moving on to the complete opposite. Yep. Are you excited for Zero Parades next week? The anti-Neofeud 2? But, yeah, no, I love this game. I can't say enough good things about it.